Hi guys, and welcome back to Battlefield 1, and we're going to be playing through the last part of Friends in High Places, and my Latin is terrible, but I believe it's Forte et Fidele, although that could be completely wrong. But I'll be quiet now for the cutscene and I'll be back afterwards.
Off to the farm, are you?
I'm gonna speak up for you, you know, at the court-martial. It might do you some
I doubt
good.
it, but thanks.
Wilson, with me, I need a gunner.
Over here! I'll do it! Raccoon, let me help!
You don't deserve to fly.
Wilson! If I'm gonna die up there.
Come on, let's do this.
You sure you don't want to sit this one out?
Not a chance.
You owe me a bloody medal! Alright, I got this. Are you with me?
Of course I'm bloody with you. Fighters on their way. I'll cover our tail.
Right, so we'd been arrested, and then we'd been attacked, well, London's been attacked, should I say, and we'd been set free by our sort of co-pilot, gunner, navigator, whatever he was, I'm not entirely sure. And now we're shooting down Germans above London. Now, this is mostly unedited. There is just one part where we're basically recording ran out, and I tried to get it smooth, but the it's just saying one line, and it just sort of cocks up slightly, but do apologise about that. But other than that, this is the full mission, the whole last mission from start to finish. The flying wasn't as long as it was with Total War, and it was a bit more interesting. Like I say, it wasn't just sort of, you know, destroy the fighters, protect the bombers, destroy the fighters, protect the bombers sort of thing. There's a bit more to this. Doing a bit of stunt flying now. And I have been playing a bit of the multiplayer of this as well, and I kind of enjoy it. When I first started, I wasn't sure if I preferred the multiplayer on Battlefield 4. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but actually having played a few more levels, a few more games, I'm actually quite enjoying it. It is good fun. I kind of prefer the way the vehicles work on the older Battlefields, where, you know, you spawn and everything's there, you know, just around you at your base, and, you know, they will just respawn at your base for you to either spawn there and jump in or whatever, or, you know, run back and fetch one. And with this one, well, they sort of have markers near your camp, or, you know, your initial sort of starting point, initial spawn point, and around some of the other ones that you capture as well, the command points, or the capture points, whatever you want to call them. They sometimes have a vehicle marker around them, and what it is, when you sort of redeploy, sometimes there'll be, you know, most of the time it's just 0, you know, because they're out in the back, well, out in the field, should I say. But if there's a number there, you can basically select it and select what vehicle you want to go in. So you basically pick the tank, and then you can choose the land ship, the heavy tank, the light tank, or an artillery truck. With the planes, an attack plane, a bomber, or a fighter. And I didn't like that at first, but you know, I don't mind it so much now. There are still a few vehicles knocking about at these command points that you can jump in. Normally just transport stuff like, you know, a jeep with the machine gun on the back, that sort of thing.
Bombers incoming!
The bombers are the threat. We have to put them down.
And that was the editing cock up just there. But yeah, it's, you know, machine guns on the back. Now the armoured cars, I can't remember if they just appear at the command points once they've been captured, or whether there's something that you get, you know, whether one side has the artillery truck, the other has the armoured car. I don't think it's that. I think they are just at the the command points and do just spawn back there. Now I've got to take down the bombers. I was having good fun in one of those in the multiplayer, really, being a tail gunner, shooting at fighters coming in after us. And now I'm going to take these guys down. I'm going to watch my health, break off and repair if I need to. But I've got a lot of fire coming in. I think that's from the other bombers and it's from the fighters as well. And this is basically the attack plane in the multiplayer. The three-wing fighters you see flying around, obviously the fighters, and the bombers. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, this is what we'll be classing an attack plane. You've got the forward-mounted machine gun, you've got a rear machine gun, and you can actually switch to bombs as well in the multiplayer, but I don't think you can in single player. And I think what we got left, a couple of bombers. Doesn't seem to be many. And the best way to take care of, well, to take these out, and it kind of works on multiplayer as well, like he's just said, fly past them, speed up and fly past and strafe them. The gunners have a harder time tracking, whereas if you sort of try and match the speed and stay behind them, the rear gunners will just, well, tear you to shit. And I think we're down to the last two bombers, this guy and one over to the right. Although having said that, I did just follow this guy and ignore that completely, although I did stay slightly below him, but the rear gunner can shoot down, but I think I might have killed him. No, he was still alive, and that's what happens. Oh no, I don't think those ones can shoot down directly behind them. The ones in multiplayer seem to. They've got a twin tail.
Whoa. We got trouble. Oh no! Don't you be getting any ideas! You did say you wanted a medal, didn't you?
And now we've got to shoot down some airships, and this bit was actually quite fun, strafing the airships and letting them have it with the machine guns and the rockets. In fact, that's what you've got on the single player, rockets, not bombs. And on the single player, the airships are the behemoths, or you know, one of the behemoths. If your team is losing by a considerable margin, you will get a behemoth come in to try and even the odds, and it will move around the battlefield, go into the various command points to try and capture them and even things up a little bit. One of them's the airship, and of course you can spawn on it and man the guns. One's an armoured train, and very similar to, well, no, I'm not going to say anything. I won't spoil it, but yeah, it's an armoured train, and the other one is a destroyer. No, frigate? I can't remember. Could be a destroyer. It's a ship anyway, quite a large ship. Dreadnought, that's it. Now, you've got to be careful of the AA guns on top of these in the single player. If you decide to play the single player after this, I've really enjoyed doing it. We've got machine guns underneath and AA guns on top, so you do have to be quite careful of those. And you've got the fighters coming after you as well. You can go off dogfighting them and sort of get distracted, but your mission is to basically take down the airships, and as soon as you do it, it moves on. For a second there, yeah, couldn't quite figure out if I was the right way up, or which way was the right way. But I did have fun doing this bit. In fact, I thought this bit was a lot more fun than Total War, the flying on that. This was, I don't know, I just found it a lot more entertaining. I'm not saying that one was good, but this one was more entertaining, and I think it's a bit better to watch as well, which is why I've just left it unedited. Now I'm going to ignore the rest of those planes and just go back to try and take these guys out. And it does look very epic as well. It really does. It, you know, I've said before, it is a fantastic looking game. It, you know, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. So well done to them for that. Now I think I'm trying to take out some of these fighters just to give myself a bit more of a chance against the airships than getting shot down, because while I'm shooting at them, these guys are at me. Oh, that was close.
Come on, girl, hold together.
I think a German just took himself out by ramming my plane, but I managed to survive, luckily.
Taking hits.
And you know, your normal bullets and machine guns will damage the Zeppelins, the airships, but not as much as your rockets, obviously.
That's one to me.
But I do like this. And a quick mention of World of Tanks. I know this is a Battlefield video, but for those of you that do watch my World of Tanks videos as well, I'll be reviewing the Legion 59 on Friday, I think it is, 23rd. When the base pack comes out, I'll be picking that up and reviewing it then. So, again, if you're thinking about buying it but you're not sure if you can hold on till then, well, I'll upload it in the evening. Now, I think one of them is nearly down. I think possibly one more rocket barrage should do it. Hopefully, maybe. No, I don't think it will. Oh, then again, I don't really want to be underneath it though when it comes down.
Come on, Fritz! Come on!
Well, he was kind of asking for that one, wasn't he?
If I'm gonna die up there. You and your big mouth.
You okay?
Oh, okay. We need to take out that flak gun.
Okay. I've got your back.
Right, so we are now on the airship.
All right, get up there.
Don't look down. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Just don't
that is the
look
one that I've
down.
just been shooting at and hitting with rockets.
This is
And it is
madness.
burning, and it's probably going to crash, and I'm now on it. It kind of makes me wish I hadn't been shooting at it before.
We have to grab it.
I can't really see it.
And I'm going to go after the AA gun,
Ahead. Whoa!
Careful.
take it out of the Germans' hands, and let's put it to use for us, I think.
Don't stay out here. Keep moving.
Come on, let's do this together.
I see him. He's over there.
That's the
There
guy.
he is. Let's see if we know.
And
Oh dear. Nothing's ever quite as straightforward as it seems to be, is it?
Hey, you okay?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Find a way back up top. I'll head around to the flak gun.
Okay, I've got this. Man,
Right. Go through the burning, crashing airship. That's getting shot at. Still. Most people seem to be dead in here, although I'm not taking any chances and running through, because knowing my luck, I'll run through and run straight into somebody who isn't dead. Like that guy. I did wonder actually, and that's kind of why I didn't fire. Sometimes when you see people like that in these, it's a bit of a cinematic thing that something will happen to them. Hence the explosion and him going flying.
keep it down. Every German on this damn balloon's gonna hear you.
We're not far really from the end of this this war story now. That's the second war story got through. The next one, I think you're a part of an Italian special ops unit, something like that. I think that was only 2 missions. Although the second one, I actually got stuck on it. It's really quite tough, and I'll try and give you some hints to that one as I go through it, because yeah, I did struggle with that one. You know, one of those things where you just keep dying, you try different ways, you keep dying, and then I turned it off and I went back to it the next day and did it straight away. Cool. Somebody's still alive. I did wonder actually where that shot had come from, and I did at first think it was a stray from an aeroplane, strafing it like the They came through the skin before of the airship. And I'm just checking for ammo. I'm having a quick look for the field ops manuals, but I'm not really looking around as much for collectibles, and especially now I've just been playing it, not really looking for collectibles. Obviously collecting weapons from the, you know, the weapon huts or weapon sheds or tents or whatever you see when you're in the missions. But I've not really been looking around as such for collectibles as much. Just trying to go through the story and I'll get the collectibles coming back through it. Obviously I wasn't doing that at this point, I was looking around a little bit more. And we finally made it to the AA gun, and I'll shut up now for this. Oh no, there wasn't much. And now it's my turn.
Come again! My name's Clyde Blackburn. I'm a pilot. I'm a gambler.
And again, this bit was quite good fun.
I am a stand-up
And you do have to remember these, well, it's an anti-air, it's a FLAK cannon, so they do airburst. Unless you shoot them at the airship and then they just burst on the airship. But yeah, this was good fun, and it was a, you know, a good end to this mission, I think. Although I'm gonna have to do something about that guy because he's making my life difficult. Oh, that'll do. I wondered when he was going to turn up.
Me and you.
Back to shooting things with my big gun. And yeah, I did try and shoot him. Yes. That would have been a bit of overkill, but you got to try. Oh, what we got? Is that a plane? Oh no, Zeppelin again. Another airship.
Didn't expect to see us again, did you?
I did consider, I wondered if going for the engines and those passenger carriage, whatever you want to call it, cabin maybe. Wondering if that would actually just take it down, you know, if I got rid of it. Well, that seems to have done it. And I think that's pretty much it, so I'm going to let you watch this, hopefully enjoy it, and I'll be back tomorrow with a World of Tanks video. So as always, take care out there, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.
That's my story. A selfish man who risked his own life to save another, and in doing so, found he was saved himself. Things get mixed up in wartime, though, and you'll probably hear other versions. A rogue pilot who stole a plane, who killed his buddy, then lied, cheated, and murdered his way across half the Western Front, only to escape court-martial in the chaos of an air raid. But don't listen to any of that. What you heard from me is the truth. I wouldn't tell you if it wasn't. Would I?